Welcome back to Josiah Plays Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale. I, Adamus the Dwarven Cleric, am climbing up the back of Incendious' dragon in the air as he's flying, having to do quick time event stuff to avoid being instantly killed. Hopefully I can get onto the safe side of his back before the fire comes. I'm clinging on right now to avoid getting shaken off. And here we go. I've made it over here. Good, good. Fire misses me, and I make it to his head, I think. I'm on his head. Left click. Alright. One key. Right click. Sinking everything in. F. Alright. Got the two daggers stuck in his head. And I fall forward. I'm on the front of his head now. One key. Alright, he tries to throw me off, but I'm still on the front of his head. Left click. Oh, looks like I'm going to get him in the eye. Oh yeah, I got him in the eye. He's going crazy in midair. And I'm still clinging to his head, and it looked like I just sort of got teleported off of him as he's falling to the earth. Oh boy, and I made it, and I fell right into a cinematic. Here we go. Lauren Airy is happy.
Of Daggerdale. Restless has fallen thanks to you.
Oh no! Lauren Aria just got killed by Nezra. Oh, they're sisters. That's why I thought it was her.
She was once a Zentrum priestess.
Oh boy, the plot thickens.
One should be careful of whom to trust.
Oh wow, Nezra just sold us out.
Your conquering of the tower and the defeat of Restless has ensured that the Zentrum of
oh,
Spirit will ascend as the true rulers.
So there's some unintended consequences here. Wow. Oh no.
I have no desire to kill you.
Oh, Nezra, you bitch.
But if you still plan on protecting your homeland, you will have to defeat every last one of us.
Oh shit, here we go. Oh man. And that's it. It ends. Huh. Okay. Well, that was an interesting twist at the end. So, that was it. Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale. At the end there, we defeated the dragon, Incendious, and Restless, but the ally we made, Nezra, turned out to be a poor choice, as she killed who it turned out to be her sister, Lauren Aria, who's the woman who tasked us with the quest in the first place. Killed her, and now the Siriuses have risen ascendant, and all of the Zentrum are overrunning Daggerdale anyway, and we will have to fight them, and that's how the game ends. Presumably meant to be a cliffhanger leading into a sequel for the second game, if there ever is one, but that was obviously the intention. That now in the second game we will have to deal with the aftermath of this, and Nezra will be the enemy, and we'll have to deal with the Zentrum and stuff. I don't know if there will be a second game, given how poorly this game did. It seems a little unlikely, but you never know. This was Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale. This was, again, a $15 downloadable Xbox Live Arcade budget title. Voice talent is listed, 4 people. We had all of... the only time there was ever voice work was in those animated, like, montage, vignette, cutscene things, or, you know, no voice acting in the game, which is my #1 complaint. That just made it seem real amateurish with the instead of the actual voice acting. They really could have recorded. There was very little dialogue anyway. They could have recorded that, but they didn't. The music was generally real bad. Even at its best, it was unremarkable. The graphics were okay for what you've got here for this level of game. Although some of the models were real ugly up close. Most of the humans, the dwarves, were particularly ridiculous looking. Very small amount of creature variety, almost no character customization, so that there was not a very deep RPG mechanics to take advantage of here. A pretty poor adaptation of the D&D rule set in general. So plenty of things to complain about, plenty of things to dislike about this game, or to see where they cut corners, or did it cheaply, or did it poorly. It definitely could have put more effort into this. It was probably rushed out. It probably could have used a few more months of work. especially in the QA department, because, you know, this is the patched game. The unpatched game was so buggy and had such horrible game-breaking bugs that it was nigh unplayable. So even, you know, a month after release patch, this is what we ended up with. I didn't run into any game-breaking bugs in this patched PC version, but they're certainly still there on the Xbox version, and for people that don't have this patch, I don't know. For $15, I guess it was okay. I think there's other games in this genre and in that price range that are considerably better. So overall, this deserves a pretty bad review. But it wasn't the worst game I've ever played, and I did generally have some fun with it, especially once I get past the beginning parts and started getting more power, started getting better loot and better gear, and fighting a few different kinds of enemies. It started getting a little better. What is this? Is this like a teaser for the next game here? Let's see. Well, we've got that's a revolver. That's a robot with a revolver. Welcome to... Oh, this is a Gamma World! Okay, that's cool. If they're making a Gamma World game, hopefully they'll make it better than this, but Gamma World's pretty exciting. If a Gamma World game comes into existence, that'll be cool. And what's going on here? Has it just started me back at the beginning with my character? Kinda looks like it, huh? Okay, well... because you can play through this game, I guess, as many times as you want, you know, with other people or whatever, and keep all your progress, just like Diablo. But anyway, here I am. It put me back at the beginning. Finished the game. It was, you know, it was kind of fun. It definitely had its moments. I liked the Elementals fights. I liked the Gulderzak thing. Even the Restless fight was okay. The dragon was pretty lame. And I don't know, there was some fun times in it though. It was okay. One of the worst RPGs I've played probably, but probably not one of the worst in existence. And they did some things with the D&D IP, with the setting and art style stuff that was kind of cool, that made it feel like D&D 4th edition stuff. The adaptation of the actual mechanics, pretty bad, but I think this would be fun to play if you're a D&D fan and you had friends to play it with online co-op, or you just wanted to play online co-op on your Xbox for a dungeon crawler type game. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend this game to anyone, but I think it's for very certain sorts of players, and I would definitely recommend going into it co-op rather than just playing it single player as I did, because the story just does not justify a single player playthrough. Anyway, that was it. Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale. I had enough fun playing it that I don't regret the time or the $15, but I can't say it was a good game. If you're a big D&D fan and or you want to play it with your buddies, go ahead and pick it up for PC or Xbox once the next patch is out. Don't try to play it unpatched. And that's pretty much my my feelings on D&D Daggerdale. Thanks for watching. I had a good time doing the Let's Play for you guys. I had some fun with my commentary this time, and hopefully it wasn't too boring, especially with all the shopping and breaking barrels and running around, being lost and all that. Hopefully that wasn't too drudgerous to watch, but I had a good time making the series anyway. I think I'm going to do Batman Arkham Asylum next, and then Torchlight. Both things trying to get in before Deus Ex again, which I'll be doing on the 23rd of next month when it comes out. So I think Batman Arkham Asylum is going to be what happens next right away, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Josiah plays Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale, and we will see you in Batman Arkham Asylum. Quick bonus surprise here. Since I put me back at the beginning, I got one final thing here for the fans. Who keeps breaking my barrels?